Ever heard of a killer? I drop bombs like Hiroshima.
So I said, look at LeakYou video. What the fuck is LeakYou? Is it like a site? What's LeakYou? LeakYou. Is it a YouTube channel? Oh shit. Oh, all right, bet. Here we go.
Please hit the like. Thank you.
One, two, three, four.
Hey guys, give me a minute. I'm having some technical difficulties. Give me a sec. Appreciate your patience. You all give me a moment. All right, let's see if I can hear myself okay. My apologies there. My mic was just like not feeling it, not having it, not feeling it today. Let me make sure my settings are all good. Hopefully you guys can hear me through my professional mic now. Testing, testing. I think so. I think that did it. Anyway, all right. You all, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Gosh, on top of everything, my ex is tripping. This is live stream is just not starting off good, is it? I don't know if there's something going on with Twitter, but I can't seem to get that live stream on Twitter. I don't know why. It says some sort of temporary error. And there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. You know, school shootings in Austria. Los Angeles is in Total disarray. Some say war is absolutely broken out in LA, tanks and helicopters and troops, Marines being stationed, because our government seems to think that it's okay. Thank you for letting me know, Emmanuel. Our government seems to think it's okay to, depending on what regime, we're having at the moment, whether it's Democrat or Republican, they seem to think it's okay to just go in and disrupt people's lives. And, I don't think there's anything kosher about what we're seeing happen in Los Angeles. I really don't. I don't think there's anything kosher about it at all. I don't know what is going on with Twitter. I'll test it out in a minute, but yeah, the riots that are happening in Los Angeles, I hear being picked up in other cities. Trump, prepare for that. I don't know. I don't have a hard view on the wall and immigrants. I have a bit of a different opinion or view on it. And, I grew up with people that came from Mexico, whose parents didn't come here necessarily the right, proper way, because they wanted better in their lives. How can we hate on people that want better in their lives, right? That's kind of how I feel about it. Seeing all this disruption, they act as if Trump acts as if we're having a situation like what they're seeing in Europe, right? There's a lot of issues happening in Europe when it comes to like migration, people trying to flee war zones, ships coming ashore with migrants, et cetera, et cetera. But the thing about it is, we're not having that same sort of like immigration crisis here that they're having, over there. We're just not. They have a lot of control over the border, of course, there's people that come across the border not necessarily legal in the right way. Yeah, of course that's happening. But it's not happening at the rate that I think Trump would want us to believe. So there is that. But man, there's just a lot happening. There's so much happening. That part, oh my gosh, right? We stayed out of other people's countries, stop installing these puppet governments, raiding their resources, allow them to industrialize. We wouldn't have immigration issues like this, and neither would Europe, right? And we America tries so hard to make everybody else's business theirs when really they shouldn't, Mind your own business. Seriously. But listen, I want to talk about this YouTuber, massacre that happened a couple of days ago in Las Vegas. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. I planned on coming up and speaking on it. Of YouTube beef that absolutely went too far, right? A YouTube beef that went too far. there's videos floating around of, Sin City Manny Wise murdering Finny the Legend. These are YouTubers that had active channels on YouTube and had an active beef and went back and forth with each other. Not a part of a beef sector, okay? I don't know if you would call it the Sin City sector or if they even called it a sector, but they had a back and forth that went on for a really, really long time. And one of these active participants in this beef decided to go looking for the other participant and shot and killed that man live while he was streaming on YouTube. Now, I find it interesting, you all, that Sin City Manny, his channel is gone. Vinny, the Legends channel is still up. Vinny was the one streaming when this happened, right? Um, Somehow YouTube was smart enough, the people in the background and YouTube was smart enough, they took down the video, the streaming video in which the murder happened. They somehow managed to find the other YouTube channel that did not stream the murder on, live and moved the channel. Hmm, interesting, right? So does that mean YouTube or somebody in the background in YouTube was aware of this beef that they had going back and forth with each other? I think this is probably going to change a lot of things on the YouTube platform. I really do. The people beefing, going back and forth, blase, YouTube may decide to come in and do some sort of explicit clause in their terms and guidelines. It may decide to say, hey, any sort of beef on the YouTube platform back and forth will cause you to lose your platform, right? Kind of an example of, sometimes people just don't know when to leave stuff alone. Now, the video, there's like a 30-second clip floating around. And it doesn't take much to find it, to be honest. There's a clip, circulating where you can actually see Finny and his wife live on the strip, smiling, having a good time. And then you see Manny behind them walk right past him. Finny didn't even see him. The wife and him and Finny had some words, and Finny started shooting. I'm sorry, not Finny. Manny started shooting Finny and then shot her. Her name was Bubbly. And they both were laid stretched out there on the strip, dead, shot to death. Had children. Got children who's lost both of their parents suddenly over some YouTube bullshit. And it kind of just, you can't help but to think about sectors that intentionally beef with each other. That's their only reason for being online, is the back and forth, with each other, trying to get their numbers up. It's the only reason why they even exist. There's no actual educational content being shared or anything. It's all drama. And truth be told, it wouldn't have been able to go as far as it had went without the subscribers. There are some people that know how to beef out here and get clicks and views and subscribers and stuff, and there's people that haven't figured it out yet. Don't have a clue how to get those subscribers. But at the end of the day, it is the subscribers, because they enjoy the drama. They enjoy the drama. They enjoy it. They carry bones back and forth to, the various content creators. They do. It's just how it is. Them subscribers are still walking around today. This man and his wife are dead. They had a lot of back and forth disputes too. A lot of excuse me, a lot of striking disputes, copyright strikes. I think it was like the day before, or was it earlier that day? That guy Manny, who shot and killed Finny the Legend and his wife, he went live, and he was live in his car driving around searching for this man and his wife. Now, I went and looked at Finny's page. There's a lot of, he's got a couple of channels. There's a lot of videos of, and where he has had conversations or he's did lives talking about, Sin City Manny wives. A ton of them. Why are those videos still up, YouTube? I'm just asking. Will there be a change on the YouTube platform? Well, if you thought it was bad before with YouTube's, terms and guidelines and people's channels getting struck down and blah, 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 it's probably going to get a lot worse. I don't think that it's worth it to beef on the YouTube platform. What's up, everybody? I'm just now looking at the chat. What's up, everybody? I see you guys. Zion, hey, Madam Whipbass. What's up, Divine T? That's why I say beefs are dangerous, because you never know what's in a person's mind, right? It's not worth it, says Tawanda Thomas. I agree. It's not worth it. Now, I'll be the first to say I've had situations happen out here with other content creators myself. But we all learn from said situations, right? And for me, I agree. It's so not worth it. It's, they were enjoying themselves in Vegas, walking on the strip, eating good food, having a good time. They had families, children. Now, if you go and you listen to, some of the content out there, some say that Finny, the guy that was shot and killed, he wasn't innocent either. That he, and he did seem to actively engage in back and forth. And it wasn't just Manny wise. There was a couple other, CCs that he went back and forth with. But it gets to a point where you just have to start ignoring people, right? You just have to not pay people any mind, and because they had been going at it, y'all, for like over a year, from my understanding. Again, I get it. I've had my own situations, happen up here on the YouTube platform. But man, I wonder to myself, when is YouTube going to ever get like a legal lawsuit because of, situations like this that happened on their platform? These situations that absolutely exploded from their platform? I feel like there's a real possibility that YouTube has some sort of legal liability here. A lot of the times, a lot of these videos have already violated the terms of service, of YouTube service, But gosh, I hate to even make the suggestion that YouTube needs to tighten up some more, because they're so tight now. you know Rightful people can't even get monetized, or don't even want to be monetized on the platform. And then you've got some people that are just evil as hell that still somehow manage to hold their channels on the platform, being evil as hell to other people, doing the most evil things. I don't know, y'all. I think it's so sad. That woman, Bubbly, she was in absolute shock when Manny started shooting her husband. And I don't understand why she didn't I think there was there was a water fountain next to her. I don't know why she didn't jump in that thing and try to hide from the shooter. First thing she did was grabbed her phone, and she was shot, from my understanding, twice. And there was one clip I seen where authorities were giving CPR to her husband. It was obvious she was gone. They weren't even trying to initiate CPR on her. But you all, this is the new way. And the internet is the new way. And as I've even been sitting here just in the last hour or two, I've watched the subscriber count go up on that Finny the Legend YouTube page. He's almost at 6,000 subscribers. Now, think about it, guys. He's a 5,000 subscriber platform. It's not even really that large of a platform. And he's bigger today after he's dead. And he can't even enjoy it. Can't even enjoy his newfound subscribers, But if you just go look on the page, there's videos even still titled at the man that shot and killed him. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Anyway, listen, I got to get up off of here, but I will be back later on tonight. Literally clout chased himself to death. Right. To death. And it's very similar. You know how Tupac, he's bigger in death than he was in life. That happens to a lot of people. Elvis, Tupac, I mean, most entertainers. Here you got this YouTuber who is more known in death than he was ever known in life. He couldn't even be alive to enjoy that. It's so sad, man. It's really sad. Especially the fact that it was captured during a live stream. And this is something that is, their families will forever have etched in their minds, man. Anyway, guys, I'll be back in a couple hours, a little bit later tonight. I'm going to talk about a few other topics, right? So keep your notification bell on. I'll try to get my Twitter situation situated, and I'll see you all on the next live stream. Much love, everybody. Until next time.
The judgment sentence that you are an asshole. The trial is over. Thank you, everybody.
Let's play a game. You have 10 seconds to take all your stuff and get out of my life. 10, 9, 8.
God bless you, motherfucker.
You're really smart. Like really, really, really smart like I am.